The idea of OWL came initially from Benita Yu, who is Slaughter and May partner in Hong Kong. And she saw that people were coming into the profession and working hard towards that profession, but doubting that they were either good enough for it or that they were going to last in it. Especially Judith Friedman thought that the Oxford Women in Law could create a network. They're highly accomplished. They're willing to share their experiences quite openly, and we thought that it would give them a professional glance at what was possible and also a form of informal mentoring that would help them make difficult decisions. The students come to Oxford. I'll have students in my office all the time. Many of them come from state school backgrounds, and they'll come and they'll sit in my office and I'll say, why don't you believe that we choose our students well? That you are the Oxford student we want. You are among the best and the brightest, and that you're capable of doing whatever it is that you want to do. And the men might have different reasons that are temporary reasons sometimes, but the women come comparing themselves to the men who've gone before them. And they don't look at the examples of the alumni. We didn't really put them in touch with the alumni. The purpose of OWL is to create that bridge and to give a great, strong example professionally and a good voice. We also have the legal profession very engaged with this because there is a need for the partnership to grow with a sense of diversity, women most included, and they have to see themselves in the profession through the example of other people. We all need that leadership. We'd like it to move more openly globally and show that this can be an example across the world. So I've met in Benita Yu hosted it in the first Asian Oxford Women in Law in Hong Kong. We were recently in Japan, where they've expressed a deep desire for this because women just traditionally and culturally are not inclined to push, and yet the law firms are very, very excited about the possibility of bringing women on board as partners. It's an opportunity for exchange. It's an opportunity for reassurance. It's an opportunity for understanding a path that perhaps this age group, these millennials or whatever name you want to attach, people striving for their legal profession, they need to understand that there's room for them to grow in the profession. They need to understand that there is potential and great growth. The interesting thing is that a woman will opt to go into in-house counseling. Now, great profession. But as they go to law firms to hire for additional and big advice, they're looking to see who the counterpart is at the table. And there aren't the women at the table. They're the ones pushing to say who is at the table and where are the women who are able to advise us as well. That is an impact of OWL as well, that we can share options in the profession. The other thing is, just to mention this last thought, is it needn't be just solicitors and barristers. We're having women and legal frameworks come into every arena in law. And I'm going to push, because I work at Oxford, academia. We need great women's minds in academia. We find that we're building on that voice within legal education, which will help because over 50% of our students are now women.